Just this past year, Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity launched a new program to serve Black Americans. The goal is to build trust with the Black community and focus on those historically shut out of home ownership. 360's Gwynnvere Vang explains.
Minnesota has one of the highest home ownership rates in the country, but unfortunately, for families of color, buying a home becomes a distant dream because of long-standing racist housing policies.
So at Habitat, we are really committed to closing that horrific racial gap in housing. And we're doing it in a number of different ways. We know we can't build our way out of it.
Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity has launched a new racial equity plan, developing multifamily housings and working with existing rental properties to help renters become homeowners. In Minnesota, 3 in 4 white families own homes compared to just 1 in 4 Black families. These disparities did not come by accident. Habitat for Humanity's mission is to overcome decades of harmful practices like redlining and racial covenants.
52 years later, that Black and brown people of color still face those barriers. And so Habitat is looking both internally and externally about how we can remove some of those barriers. And we understand we've had them ourselves.
Housing inequities don't just impact families financially. It's also a health crisis that organizations like Blue Cross Minnesota are facing head-on.
One of the biggest indicators of healthcare claims and healthcare outcomes is the zip code that people live in. And so when people were forced to live in zip codes where they may have lost their family house, which meant that they didn't have money to move on to next generation.
The hope now is to fix the scars of the past to give families a future, gaining a home that is no longer kept in dreams.
It's affordable rental or affordable home ownership coming into your neighborhood. Welcome it. Welcome the families, welcome the idea that you are going to have great people that are going to be part of your community.
Reporting for 360 Journalism and Blue Cross, I am Gwynnvere Vang.